Alright, guys, it's time for another Home Story Cup replay cast. I thought I was opening up different replays. I thought this was a Hellraiser series. Apparently, it's not. That's cool, we'll do that one next. This is exciting, I like these names. Down here in the bottom right, in the red, representing AGO, it's Elazer. Up here in the top left, in the blue, the king of builds, the king of tactics, the king of hitting you in 4 locations at the exact same time, it's TY. So this is a best of 3 from the group stage, guys. Oh, you know what? I can be super lazy and I can watch from Mapu's camera. Oh, I don't even need to observe these replays because this one was professionally observed. Ha! Awesome. Hands off cast. I feel so happy. I just got out of work. All right, guys, so it looks like we're going to be seeing a barracks first up here in the top left-hand side of the map. Down in the bottom right, hatch, gas, pool. Sorry, it was a gas first, actually, for TY. So he's going gas racks, wants to open up with that quick tech. It's a nice big map. No reason not to on this map. And, yeah, we'll see exactly how it goes. The Overlords, of course, from Elazer, just kind of hunting around the map, looking for... Yeah, they're looking for the proxy barracks. Just keeping his eyes out. Mapu there, using some amazing zoom. That's off to Mapu, being a legend. I could also put in the original video and have it cast for you too. I would so do that if I could get away with it. My business model is stealing other people's content and rebroadcasting it. Indeed. Factory goes down right on a minute 55 here for TY. I'm going to use my own observing. I like looking around in the replays. As lazy as I am, and after a few more series, I get to the point where I use Mapu's observing. I actually really like being able to do it myself. Where's the reactor, buddy? Oh, we actually built the depot and slowed down his reactor by a few seconds, and then slowed down that SCV by a few seconds. That's a mistimed depot from TY. TY? Surely there's no reason for that, right? Does he actually hit a supply block if he doesn't build it then? No, there's no way. Slow down your reactor and an SCV starting by a few seconds? Oh my. TY made a 2-second error there in his build, I think. It's so funny because like criticizing TY as a low GM Terran player just feels so wrong. You're like, I can't criticize God. The Reaper, of course, stayed home because there was no SCV scout. TY was worried about early pool Zerglings, but he says, hey, command center's almost finished. Might as well go across the map. Let's go. Straight into exceptionally fast reactor Hellions. They actually started queuing up at like 246, 245. That's insanely early. Starport's up very fast, and an early Marine. If we just see more Marines queued up, it's almost certainly a Hellbat timing, but I think we will probably see a tech lab. This Reaper here coming across the map. Just gonna have a little poke around. Elazer has been completely untouched so far. Of course, getting that very quick third base up. The delayed ling speed, very in vogue right now, rather than the 3-minute 30 ling speed kicking in. A lot of players not having it kick in until about 30 seconds later, about that 4-minute mark, and instead using that extra 100 minerals to speed the hatchery up. This, of course, is partially in reaction to a lot of Terran players trying to block that hatchery with the Reaper, with an SCV. So we've seen players shift in that direction. Fusion Core on the production tab. Oh, TY. Lovely, lovely. Battlecruiser, most likely. Range Lib is actually incredible on this map. I'd love to see a big brain player like TY do it, but I don't think it's his style. I think BC is definitely much more his style. Is he going to dive? Ling speed's done. Oh, this is a bit dangerous. Yeah, he sees ling speed kick in. If he went any deeper, then he could have been surrounded there. But a good poke there by TY. Potentially, if he saw no Zerglings, he may have dived deep. And, Fusion Core finishes. Look at the resources. 400, 300 lines up. BC starting at 4 minutes 15. Such a tight build. You guys know I'm very proud when I start a battlecruiser on 420, 425. TY starting that so early. Part of the secret to that is you can't start the tech lab till after the BC because you won't have enough gas otherwise. Just a little adjustment for anyone who likes rushing a BC off a gas first expand build. Armory's on the way. He wants to pair it up with a Hellbat timing. Ooh, that's a nasty build to stop. These 3 lings going to try to get in. TY barely raises the depots in time, and those Zerglings end up a flaming duo. Oh, that was kind of pretty. Reaper's going to have a bit of a dance around. He'd love to scout a little bit, so he's kind of checking the drone count on the 3rd. This is TY saying, hey, you're droning your third base, right? Sees a lot of drones there. He's going to dive into the main and check, and he's going to see no lair. Elazer, in fact, starting another spore crawler in the main. He must have seen that fusion core. No, he didn't even see the fusion core. He just assumes. Ha ha! Elazer queuing up a second spore here to help fight off the battlecruiser. Oh, but look at this. 4 Hellions on each side. BC's about to teleport in. Those Hellions taking a lot of damage. Oh no! Massive screw up there from TY. And yeah, he disconnects from the game. Looks like there was a lag issue. Awesome. That's the only replay for King's Cove in the folder. Whoa! Elazer apparently forfeited. He said, "You're the better player." God damn it. This replay pack has like 300 replays in it, guys. Should I cast? This is actually the Hellraiser replay pack, replay folder. And the other replay in it is Elazer Hellraiser. So sad right now. I don't want to cast Incomplete Series. Let me check. Maybe the replays are in Elazer TY. If I check the Elazer TY folder, did they have the right replays? Oh, I think I found it. Okay. I found the other part of this replay. We still don't have the Hellraiser Elazer replays. We've only got one of those. They restarted the game? No, they resumed from replay. All right, guys, let's go up to that point. It'll take a second, and we will resume the cast. I love these replays because there's so many good games, but by golly, it is frustrating. There are so many replays, so some folders are a little disorganized. Sometimes the client actually just gets confused, and even though the replays are in the folder, it won't read them. You gotta like load it from your folders and stuff like that. So there's a few little tricks and things, but we'll get up to the point where that battlecruiser is about to teleport in, those Hellions, and we'll see kind of where they actually resumed from. So okay, guys, we're gonna be able to do it. Let's go back into game. And he's got 4 Hellions. They're gonna morph into Hellbats. They're gonna morph into Hellbats. The Queens are gonna come down. The BC's out. Oh, the BC's gonna blink in. They've just resumed the replay. 4 Hellbats on that side. These Hellions pull back. They're gonna morph into Hellbats. There's a Cattle Bruiser in the main. I don't like that spore positioning, and this is the reason why I like them both in the mineral line, because now TY has a very obvious angle on this side of the mineral line. Oh no, Elazer's not pulling drones from there. Banelings do find good split there by TY, evades most of those. These Hellbats are in the mineral line. Oh no, the Queens go chasing after the Hellbats on the left-hand side. No, Elazer, run the drones! Run the drones! Oh no, those Hellbats run back in on the third. The battlecruiser's still in the main, finding an angle. TY hitting 3 places at once. Oh no, run drones! Run! Oh, shizzle fizz. Elazer is going to a dark Bernie place. Lots of Reddit point drones. The BC might do a bit of a run, but oh, he doesn't even need to. The Hellions are there. Run from the BC. Line up for the Hellions. Oh my god, their graphics kind of screwed up there, the Hellions, but oh man. That's 39 workers killed, and the BC's alive, and it's killing Overlords, and his second one's about to... Well, I don't want to be the hype killer, guys, but I sure hope Elazer really likes that Kill Bill movie and practice punching himself out of a coffin 400 times, because that's the only way he gets out of this game. He has to punch his way through a 2-inch thick hardwood coffin and then dig himself out from 6 feet under the ground. Oh, transfuse! Ooh, almost lost the spawning pool there as well. Casual 42 workers lost. Let's look at the units lost tab. 3 times more efficient from TY there. I got to do that timing, guys. I do a lot of BC harassment. I tend to do a lot of damage. I want to try this one out. Just 4 Hellbats hit the natural, 4 Hellbats hit the third, BC hits the main. I mean, the panic attack. Even Elazer there wasn't pulling drones from the BC. Was letting a lot of drones die there, a lot of drones die there. That was just insane. His banelings all blowing up on one Hellbat was really bad as well. I think that was the real key. The linchpin to that doing so well is the banelings would have killed all 4 Hellbats here, but they spread out and one Hellbat took him for the team. He was like the charge lot in the Legacy of the Void intro cinematic. He was like, roar! Just started napalming the banelings and they all exploded on him. It's BC's just poking around the edges. This is actually really good pressure, guys. Because it becomes, it's so hard for the Zerg to even take a 4th. And look at that. He's like, yeah, I'll kill 3 drones. Oh, look, I'll kill your spotting overlords. So you just push back the Zerg's vision. And you can even just go across here, do a scan, and pick off all the tumors and get out of there. So I actually really like the BCs for their ability to clear creep in the follow-up. Oh my god, that's a lot of Hellions. He's going battle mech behind this. And TY is going to have a really clear path up to that battle mech. 2, 3 drones. Notice how he's focus firing the drones. The BC otherwise will automatically target the spore. So he's clicking on a drone. Right? Clicking to move, clicking on a drone. Or as he's going past, he'll click on a drone, then click on another drone once that one's dead. And yeah, just very nice play here by TY. Is he going to click on the spawning pool? Yeah, he's going to go for the spawning pool. There are a lot of transfuses though, so he shouldn't be able to get that. He's going to get the queen! Oh, the band-aid's going down just in time. Oh my god. At the same time, Evo Chamber's dying up there. Spawning pool does go down. And he teleports out. This Evo Chamber dangerously low here. Oh, he's going to lose +1! Oh my god. I mean, I'm impressed with the fact that Elazer is at 72 workers right now. He's lost 52 drones in this game. Now, that does come at the expense of him having almost nothing on the ground. 8 roaches, 4 banelings. He's trying to get up to infestors so he can fungal the battle mech. And then obviously double it up with neural parasites to the BCs. Hellions are just going to go for a little bit of a dive. TY is like, hey, buddy. Oh, you hadn't done that wall yet? Elazer's screeching at his monitor right now. He's like, stop it! Stop it! Leave my drones alone! And TY is like, I have 4 bases. This is fun. No Cyclones on the way, actually. It's not Battle Mech just yet. Looks like a more traditional Hellbat tank push. Tanks destroy infestors, by the way. You do not want infestors against tanks. If you find the right angle, you kind of surprise them. You can neural a few tanks, do pretty good. If you fungal them, unsiege, stop them from sieging, it can be very nice. I mean, obviously, Roaches and Ravage is very good for delaying. He's going neural to try and deal with the BCs. The problem is, even when he neurals them, he's going to need enough energy to drop infested Terrans because he can't afford the spore crawlers. He's at 90 workers. Wow, Lazer's doing a good job. He doesn't really have a lot of damage. So normally, you'll either build a pack of Corruptors. Obviously, you can Yamato each other, but you won't actually finish a battlecruiser off very quickly. And then you want to build like 26 spore crawlers out here is what I've been practicing. And then you teleport them into the spore crawlers. Oh, fungal stops them from blinking out. Oh, fungal bile can actually work. Fungal neural, fungal bile. But, oh, he's not really landing the biles just right. I do love that. That's actually the most pro way of dealing with it. I always miss. When I try to fungal bile, it never lands. He's going to push it back, but he's already been Yamato'd a bit. The BC is just picking away. And at the same time, Hellions dive into both bases. He actually doesn't have Blue Flame. But nonetheless, so many workers going down. Luckily, Elazer had 90, and he's building another 23. Unfortunately, his army is shit. And TY is like, I'm maxed. I should probably push. And how do you stop this push? Oh, it's only 4 siege tanks, actually. He's got 11 siege tanks, but most of them got left at home. I think some of them were trapped in that main base. It's still going to be very hard to break this. The tanks are going to cover the battlecruisers, so they can't be neuraled. Big Hellbat count. Elazer really wanting to hang on to this base. He's got a good queen count out front. He's going to do some nice neurals. Maybe Yamato on the siege tanks would be nice. He's going to Yamato the other battlecruisers. The other one was on cooldown, though. Nice neural parasite. Biles landing. Ooh, the tank damage starting to be huge. For a moment, that neural parasite strained across the length of the entire map. Oof. Infestors unable to get that other BC. It blinks to safety. Finally, the tanks go down. And that battlecruiser are going to fall to corrosive bile as well. Elazer there with a heroic hold. Has he actually fought his way back into this game? I mean, there should have been so many more siege tanks there. Where are his siege tanks? They were stuck in the back of the main, weren't they? They were stuck in the corner. TY is screeching. He's having his turn screeching his one. He's like, where was my army? There was meant to be a lot more units there. If he had like even 4 more siege tanks there, that would have been a much better fight for TY. But yeah, it was just, I was looking at it, I was like, this is a weird fight. He's got 4 tanks, 3 battlecruisers and 20 Hellbats. Like, this army is not quite right. TY still has a massive amount of money and massive setup, but like Elazer has a very realistic chance now. This is actually a very realistic chance. The units lost tab not nearly as bad as it was earlier in this game. Yeah, he lost 80 workers, but you've got to remember, if a Zerg is really on point with replacing those drones nonstop and kind of pulling workers away and dealing with it, and you've committed as much as TY did. Remember, TY's opening was not that greedy. It was a very fast armory, very fast 2 BCs. His 3rd command center was slowed down, so it wasn't that crazy a push. BC's going to poke the natural. At the same time, this one trying to take this one out. He's like, you shall not penetrate me with your foul tentacle, you dirty burrowed slug. The Infestor's like, no. I do like to think battlecruisers and Infestors are like 2 siblings, you know? They're always trying to give each other a wedgie, dunk the other one's head under the toilet. Trying to say, you know, grab their head. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Oh, Baneling's not really getting the best hits there. And a nice little pokey poke here, and that roach, I like this roach. Hold position, it's not in hold position, it's on A move. It's gonna run into the planetary. At some point it'll get bored. Yeah, dumb roach, dumb roach. So when you do this harassment, guys, you wanna shift, move there, move there, move there, shift hold position, and your roaches will just chill and deny a few mineral patches. Obviously a Elazer normally would have the APM to micro that a little bit more, but for plebs, shift hold position harassment is like the best thing ever, especially against planetary fortresses. You want to hold position behind the mineral line, out of range of that planetary. I do that a lot. I do a lot of shift hold position harassment with ranged units, of course. Still up at 81 drones is a Elazer. He's thinking about sending a nice counter. BCs find it. Big tank army, Liberators added in, and this time it's 15 siege tanks. I mean, he needs to neural the siege tanks. The problem I said, remember guys, tanks wreck infestors. You forced mass infestor out of your opponent. Elazer's army should not beat this. I don't think he can stop this push. He's going to try and build Zerglings, and he's going to try and just jump on it. Especially if he can flank with Zerglings, and there's not too many Hellions. I mean, there's only 9 Hellions. They don't even have Blue Flame. Yeah, and he gets a few of them. Gets a few Hellions there. Lings might be able to do this. Now, 2 Infestors going to run over there. We're going to see double Tentacle. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Elazer giggles to himself, nods his head. He's like, get fucked. TY did lose 1 BC, but oh my god, this is just such a scary push. Okay, Neuroparasite, but oh my god, the scan and the tank volley. Oh, you can't come one directionally like that with your Infestors. You need to poke in with just a few from different angles. If you don't come in from multiple angles, they do get annihilated in one volley. That being said, he got it right up on top of those tanks, but no, unable to completely clear the push. And Elazer unable to remax there, actually making it a pretty good match, surprisingly. But yeah, GG. That start. I forgot to check the tanks. I'm pretty sure he forgot the tanks. I'll check the replay very quickly, guys. It'll take me 1 minute, and then we'll load up game number 2 of this series and get into the next casts. I think we will be finishing the stream pretty soon, guys. So this will be the last series of today's stream. I really want to look at TY's base layout. Innovation, I don't think I've ever seen get his units walled into his base. That man is a methodical monster. I feel like every other Terran, Maru's the worst at it, because Maru is just a haphazard psychopath chaos master. But most Terrans at one point or another will mess their base up and get some units locked in. And I think that must have happened here. And this is probably partially because, remember, he kind of created a wall there, so you don't have that back path. So you've already got the back path gone. And then you want to leave a 2 space gap to the right-hand side of your tech lab to let siege tanks drive down the alleyway. Yeah, 3rd CC didn't go down till like 5:30. It's pretty late 3rd CC. Look at that. Factory is not perfectly lined up. Dirty. They're on a bit of a dirty indent there. Ugh. So did they get stuck, or did he just mess up? Let's take a look. That's a plenty big avenue. That's a plenty big avenue. He left a 2 space gap. This should be fine. Did he... So he's going to do that stupid push soon, guys. Oh, he raised his depots. Oh, okay, there's the block. That's the block. The turret. The turret is impinging that. Tanks can't fit through that. That's actually only a 1 space gap because the turret's blocking 1 space of the depot off. So those tanks are like, and they eventually are like, no, we can get out. We can get out. Yeah, this push would have won the game otherwise. So anyone who was disgusted by Zerg's ability to survive that long, that was part of the reason why. Literally half of his siege tanks weren't with the push. GG. How to pronounce Elazer correctly? Is the E like email or like elemental? You mean elemental? So is it Elazer or Elazer? I say Elazer. It's kind of halfway between, I guess. Elazer. Emmental. Emmental cheese? What is emmental? It's a kind of cheese? That's mental, mate. All right, guys, down here in the bottom right, in the red, representing AGO, it's Elazer. And up here in the top left in the blue, it's TY. Some people say, I think it's Elazer. I like Elazer. I think it sounds way better. Elazer. Elazer. Oh, you could pronounce it like the second part of Elazer. Should I go full in control, printf? Actually, what did in control call Elazer for the longest time? It was like Elazer or Elazer or something. No, Elazer. He said it was Kala. It was Elazer or something like. He had some weird pronunciation of Elazer, and every time I'd heard it, I was like, "What? Is that Elazer's name?" Like it was weird. Laser. Yeah, Elazer. Anyways, you can call him Elazer if you want. I think it sounds pretty terrible. Elazer. So TY crushed that first map. Amazing Hellbat squad hitting the third, Hellbat squad hitting the natural, and of course, the battlecruiser in the main at the same time. Real tough pressure to deal with. I do fault Elazer's drone placement, spore crawler placement, putting it behind the mineral line. I do feel like having the spores in the mineral line is better. I get it. The BC can isolate a few mineral patches. Either way, the bigger mistake was Elazer not pulling those drones and just pulling them away from the BC so it couldn't get damaged. And the banelings all blowing up on a single Hellbat. I think Elazer kind of just clicked the banelings on the Hellbat and assumed they were not going to be able to spread. He's like, well, you know, he's doing things in 3 places. What are the chances he spreads reactively against these banelings? And it's like, TY's like, no, I'm watching everything. I'm bouncing between all 3 screens and microing what needs to be microed. TY is an absolute god. Look at that, floats the barracks down as well. Oh, what a D-bag. TY is like, no pervy spot for you, you sick bastard. How dare you stand in the bushes with your binoculars and your goddamn zoomy photography lens that you're meant to use for like nature documentaries, but you're using it in a children's playground. Or in this case, an SCV playground, I guess. And you're like, why? That's sick. So the Marines come down, they do the citizen's arrest with the barracks float there. Interesting depot placement there. I think it's just late, he just forgot it. And he forgot his reactor as well. Oh no, that's just delayed because of the float, it's just delayed. Still weird that he didn't put the depot there, but not a big deal. I guess there's no fear. He SCV scouted, saw a third hatch, he's chilled. Elazer's doing about as stock standard build as possible. Now remember, he loves that early creep tumor, so he's gone and spread that straight away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds of downtime on the creep tumor. Unacceptable, Elazer. Unacceptable. What a pleb. That's totally fine. I was just curious. I like to watch pro gamers. If you guys go and watch old life games, his creep tumors like never get spread. He's like, well, I'm going to be in your base anyway. He, like never. His creep tumors were always ready to spread, and he'd never spread them. He's like, all of my micro is used on Zerglings, probing people's wall-offs. And I'm like, all right, life. All right. That guy was too talented for his own good, man. Anyways, oh, no, give me wings. Oh, it gets a Red Bull. It's like, I've got wings. And the other Hellion, he's like, get fucked. Other Hellion standing in front of him and just roast him. Yeah, the Red Bull upgrade is complete, though. Good to see these Zerglings like, that's me after 3 Red Bulls with an assignment deadline back in the uni days. You're just like, oh, I've got an assignment due tomorrow. I've had 3 Red Bulls. Why didn't I start my assignment till the night before? 3 Hellions dive in, get 2 drone kills. Nicely done. Oh, nice Viking micro. Keeps it alive. Gets the gets the OV snipe and keeps it alive. Behind this, Banshees are on the way, as well as an armory again. Yeah, TY looking like he's really, really enjoying those battle mech openings. Hellions gonna roast, they're gonna toast. Ooh! Sacrifices a few hit points on the Hellion, uses that friendly fire. Splash damage to take out the tumor. Love it. Oh, Viking found another Overlord. That Overlord should have been sitting there at the most exposed. That way you can get it to safety and the Queen can cover it. Bit of a mistake there from Elazer, losing 2 Overlords to this. His Lings are continuing to scout because he's like, what the hell are you doing behind us? He needs to know if there's a third CC. Seeing this wall off in of itself is a tell. He's already even making a few Banelings, but you know if your opponent doesn't really have a third CC or an eBay, they're building this many depots, they've been non-stop building units, and that's because they want to be very, very aggressive. Hellbat's going to morph right on top. The Queens have spread so many creep tumors. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Only 3, yet they don't have transfuse. Oh! This is not that fast to Hellbat timing. Why does he not have transfuse? I think there's been some sort of mistake with the Queen production from Elazer there. And oh my god, these Queens going to come down. Banelings! Oh, they get some okay hits. The Queen's coming forwards. They got to stop them getting the mineral. Elazer! Pull the drones! Pull the drones! No, 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 no. Okay, okay. Only loses 3. Calculated? I'm going to say that was calculated. I would call that, it was a mistake if I'm playing. I would always pull the drones there, but Elazer, better than me, knows more than me. Unfortunately, the follow-up Hellions. Oh, and they're baiting those Queens into Banshee position. Oh, these Banshees doing it. And random Marines! Oh, Bob and shit knuckle. Oh, these pair are bad. We want to join the fight. Yeah, let's go. A third one comes. Oh, Dick Brain. Oh my god. This is legendary. I love it. He's like, yeah. They're just going to commit. They're not even going to... Oh my god, what badasses. Banshee's going to rotate around the north. He's just distracting him here. Hellions and Marines are like, yeah, bring it on. We're not even going to morph into Hellbats. The Ling's actually getting a pretty decent fight here. Banshees, though, picking off down on that side. Oh my god, they're all still alive! They're all still alive! Oh, they have got some war stories to tell the people back at home. Hot damn. The 3 Musketeers right there. That is unupgraded Marines walking across a map and assaulting the goddamn infestation, supporting their Hellion and Banshee brethren. What a bunch of legends. These Hellions, though, continuing to roast, continuing to toast, and that is some nice stacks there. Oh my god, TY is so good at that. 23 workers killed. I feel like Elazer was actually completely fine with the defense, but that last bit of damage there, I think really makes things quite fine for TY, who's already got 3 factories going. Does he have an armory? Yep, of course, from the Hellbats. +1 on the way. Barracks is going to go be used as a scout to spot counterattacks. He's already moving it down here. And he's going to take the triangular third, and this way, of course, you can cover your third to some extent with siege tanks from the high ground. He's already got 4 Banshees. Hyperflight Rotors is on the way. That's right, the Banshee speed upgrade. So some good infrastructure here for TY. Could definitely use more factories, a second armory, that sort of stuff. It's a very traditional sort of mech from TY. It's not full traditional mech. It's not like Thor drop tanks, Hellbats. There is the speed Banshees mixed in, but we haven't really seen the Cyclone Hellion mech from TY. I think TY's decided, look, the Zergs have figured that out at this level, or I'm just not having a lot of success with it. We can still use a lot of harassment, a lot of mobility with BCs, Hellions, Hellion run-bys, Banshees. Oh, one of them died. That's a shame. The other 2 are out on spotted duty as well. Oh, the life of a Marine. Good quick pull there on those SCVs. Tank and Hellions will be able to defend this. That tank, is it going to go down? Ooh, nice sight. Not bad. Same time though, Banshee's having a bit of a party on the 4th of Elazer. Elazer's Queens say, nah, get out of here, mate. Get out of here. Only 68 drones though for Elazer. He's trying to get roaches out right now, but his roach horn very delayed. Still going 1-1 upgrades. It looks like he realized this was mech a bit late and oh no. Yet again! Why doesn't he have an Overlord up here? After he got traumatized by the Viking early, his Overlord's not there. The aliens doing very nice. The Banshees were ravaging the main at the same time, but I figure, oh, he even morphed one into a Hellbat to make advantage of the choke point. The Banshees poked into the main. They pulled the Queens out of position. They come back down. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to bow down to my new Terran Overlord. I mean, he's not new, but I'm just saying, like, more awesome than Maru right now? I think so. This is sick. Oh my god. I can't even cast this. What do I say? He's just hitting 3 locations at once, non-stop. Elazer can't keep up, man. He can't keep up. Too much harassment. It's like, oh, I got another command center on the way. Another 2. Why not? By the way, tanks and aliens. Notice he doesn't make blue flame all game, guys. Is it a mistake? I don't know. I get blue flame very late. I feel like it's one of these extra value upgrades, which whilst it is nice, I just don't want to allocate those resources to it because I'm more focused on other things even when I'm playing mech. So I end up getting it only when I'm on 3 base plus. I think not getting it at this point, you can be critical of, where you're like, nah, you should really have it by this point, just to kill those Zerglings faster. But I think delaying it up to here was fine, and I mean, that's it, just absolute utter devastation through the harassment, the multi-prong, the openings. Shout out to those 3 Marines as well. Walking across that map like an absolute bunch of psychopaths. GG, or well played. 2-0 win.